Okay, so the force of attraction that exists between the particles of matter is called interparticle force. This force comes between the same type of particles and it is known as cohesive force. Cohesive force. The space that exists, that means the space which is there between the particles of any matter is called interparticle space, which you find in the liquid and gas. Next, the erratic random movement of the particles in a matter, especially fluid, as a result of continuous movement from the particles of that matter and the particles of surrounding matter is called Browning matter. The intermixing of the substances by the natural movement of their particles is called diffusion. So what is diffusion? The intermixing of substance by the natural movement is known as diffusion. Diffusion occurs when two substances are kept in contact with each other. The particles of one substance move into the particles of the other substance space at the other. The particles of one substance move into the particles of other space. That is known in Browning motion, and diffusion are fastest in gases and is reduced as we move from gas to liquid and from liquid to solid. So when we are changing the how can I explain? When we are changing the nature of the substance, then the diffusion rate also changes. The interparticular force of attraction and interparticle particle space decides what is the state of the matter. These particles in solids, they are very tightly packed. See here, because of the strong interparticle force of attraction. The attraction is very strong out there. So there is strong attraction, and that's why its shape is like a solid. There is very little interparticle space in a solid. So solids are very little compressible. We cannot press it. For example, if I take this metal, can I press it? No, because it is solid. But in that place, if I take something like sponge, liquid substance, okay, not this metal. I will talk with a piece of ice. If you want to press, can you press? No, because it comes in a solid form. But when it is in a liquid form, they are loosely packed and you can put it in any substance, any object, and it turns into that object. Whereas solid, it will not turn. And when it is gas, okay, that is the space between is very much, so it will take other shape. When it is in liquid form, the particles are loosely packed and the attraction is also very weak. So they are having more space than that of a solid. But that doesn't mean that it can be easily compressible. It can be little compressible than the solid. Whereas in a gas, they are very loosely packed because of very weak interparticle force of attraction. The interparticle space in gaseous is enormous, and so gas is very highly compressible. Okay.